Greetings and good mornings, everyone. So this is my guide to the Lost Vikings. This is an accompanying video to my actual guide that I am supplying on Google Docs, as well as I'll be posting it on the forums later. I am assuming that you know the maps of Terror of the Storm. More than likely, that's what brought you here. You actually know most about this game. I'm assuming you understand how the basics of objectives go. I don't want to be explaining anything basic like kiting, DPS, AoE. If you need to know what those terms are, this Lost Vikings are not for you. They're really hard when you're first trying to learn them, but once you learn them, they're really simple. Also, if I could recommend any mouse, it would be any kind of 14-button mouse. Anything that has an extra set of buttons on your thumb. It allows you to select your Vikings a lot faster in gameplay. I'm currently using a Razer Naga 2014 Classic Edition. Any gaming mouse will do as long as they have that extra thumb pad on the side. It helps tremendously. Razer did not pay me to say that, but anyway, so the first step in this process is to make sure you're comfortable in learning how to play the hardest hero in Heroes of the Storm. If you're unsure, just put on adult pants and follow this guide. Or maybe if you're really unsure, maybe you need to learn how to play Heroes of the Storm before you try the hardest hero. So let's go ahead and get started in this game. So I played this game earlier today. This is on Garden of Terror. The current build I'm going to be using is Soak for Days. Inside my guide, that's what I call it. Even though in my guide I said you should be putting Olaf in the middle lane, I personally feel more comfortable here putting Olaf on the top lane because for some reason here on Gardens of Terror I feel better with him on top. Because him being so slow, I get ganked easily in the middle with this map since the objectives, as you should know, are up here on the top and on the bottom. So here the game's about to start. I do have the camera locked to my Vikings right now, so you'll see me when I'm moving around the map. Sadly, you can't see my mouse movements. I actually was, in this game, I was with the team of mostly ranked 9s, but the Zeratul in our game, he literally has like 200 games played. He's never played with the Lost Vikings. I had to explain to him, if you watch chat just there, how the Vikings work. Again, my first talent here is going to be Vikings Bribery. It allows me to take siege camps almost instantly, and driving the terror, actually, when you kill those minions with the terror, it does add bribery stacks. While it doesn't seem like it at first, after 5-10 games on this map with them, you'll understand that. You can see that Olaf is getting ganked here. I did tell them, I did ping for them to come kill Sylvanas. They did come. They pushed in pretty hard. I'm trying to get them to convince them to come here to bottom lane. You can see me pinging right there. Kill Butcher, Cannon Tower. They just never come bottom until I actually literally yell at them later in the game. You'll see me yell at them. It actually happens about after the 4th time Eric dies. You can see me telling them to keep roaming, and so they're not all sitting on top lane for no reason. I'm still pinging here like, hey, bottom's getting wrecked, you're going to lose our soak. Balrog almost dies here, but Johanna does save me. Like I said, micro skills are very important to the Lost Vikings here. Like, I can't stress that enough. You can see how quickly I'm changing screens and watching everything. As well as I'm playing these heroes, I'm always watching that mini-map. Sometimes when I don't watch the mini-map is when you'll see my Vikings die. Like, all of a sudden there will be a dead Viking and I'll be like, well, I don't know how you just died. So currently I do have 1 stack of Vikings Bribery. I don't use them until I have both, and I end up using this one after this first objective here. We don't end up getting the terror. I use it to gain their siege camp right up here near the top objective. What's going on here? Okay, so I did take Merclord. So earlier in the game and in draft, I told them, as long as they stay as a team of 4, let me soak. I'm not going to help with objectives too much. As long as you let me soak and you take camps, and you just keep sending me camps, I'm just going to keep pushing them down the lane. And as you can see, currently I've already gained us a level and a half experience. Here they come back to start getting us. I don't know why Cam got stuck there in the middle. Sorry about that. Here you can see me, like I explained. I'm going to be taking the Viking. I was going to be taking their camp. We just killed. Oh, we killed Sylvanas earlier. I don't know what the replay was crying about there. Butcher and KT did kill Eric for like the third time. You can see I'm getting mad now. Oh, that was actually the first time Eric died. I guess. I thought it was about 3 times. Sorry, replays are kind of weird. So now they rotated bottom. Up top, I did something stupid. I ran into Sylvanas and Diablo. You don't want to do that. You need to make sure you're always watching your Vikings. Since I've have almost 250 games with them. I don't worry about losing one Viking, but as you start learning them, you'll feel stressed when you lose a Viking because you think you just die like a normal hero. Silly replay. So here I'm going to be taking Spin to Win, like I said, in Soak for Days. It gives me wave clear for Olaf and Eric when needed, as well as when I bring them into a group of 3, I can surround a hero and kill him pretty instantly. It's a very good talent. Here you can see us. We just grabbed their siege giants here, and here I am jumping around the map like crazy still. Up top, I'm pushing unobstructive, just getting free experience. On the bottom, I'm about to get more experience. No, but there's nobody on their team in top and bottom. If you're watching this guide to learn how to play against the Lost Vikings, what you need to do is zone me out. You can't ever leave a lane empty. Like, in pro games, you'll watch them play a team with Lost Vikings. What they do is they literally will go into that lane and push that Vikings back. Like, literally just push and push and push and push. They don't allow teams to do what I'm doing in this. This is a Hero League game, mind you. Perfectly Hero League. Like, not quick match. Everybody here does know what they're supposedly to know what they're doing. Oh, there's Eric dying on bottom again due to Butcher. Oh well. KT just died. Yeah, we just got KT here. Still soaking top without a problem. Soaking experience in middle. But remember how experience in the lane, it's divided by how many people or characters are in a lane or heroes. So if you have 5 people in a lane, it splits the experience between those people in the lane. So if the more people you keep in a lane with the Vikings, the more you actually hurt them. So you need to make sure, as a Vikings player, as a person playing with the Vikings, you're not in the lane too much. You can see as my team's getting me another camp up there on top of the Bruisers. I was looking at a siege camp there, but them just keep handing me camps like over and over and over. It helps. Not sure what I did with Olaf there. I think I just got too busy here on bottom watching Eric that I forgot to move Olaf in. I don't know why I said Eric died. He didn't die. He's still alive. You can see him right here on bottom. We are pushing lanes in heavy. That wasn't KT who just died. It was Sylvanas. Here, when you see those red pings, it's because I'm hitting A and my move key at the same time. It's how you stutter step. I do bring my Vikings down here to bottom just because some of my Vikings were about to die, low health. I wanted to heal Eric up, and I'm just going to move my Vikings up. I'm going to send Olaf here to go get the Terror. I'm going to keep my Viking here on bottom, trying to save the bottom lane, but it doesn't work, sadly. And then I need to send Olaf. I was a little late on sending Olaf. I tried to send Eric at first and realized I had the wrong here Viking selected. Then switched to Olaf. You can see he's hurting now. There he goes. So my goal with Terrors are to get the most out of them while keeping up the soak. While most Vikings players, they will keep their Vikings in the lane in a bush and not really worry about it. I actually try to keep everyone busy, but when you're first learning them, it's okay if you leave just a Viking behind. You can see me right there with Bale at the middle fort trying to kill the seed plant that their Terror had put down. I'm just going to leave him there because I know he's going to come back. If you notice how I dropped that, that was to stop Diablo's charge into me. I didn't have to worry about Butcher because I knew once he charged me there that I could just run out of his ult and it wouldn't affect me. I just had to get at the very edge of it and I'd be fine. Here they go. They're trying to kill me here. I actually had rotated top thinking that there was still a fort there and then realized, oops, I'm a dumbass. There's not. So I rotate bottom after dropping another seed in mid. You can see it sat there. They didn't stop it. It just sat there and ate for its full duration. They're now team fighting my team. I send Bale up top so my Merclord can work up top here. I'll show you what I'm doing here. You'll see my Merclord is going to be coming into effect here on this one Merc camp. Even though there's only one mercenary here, it will lead me to have high health. No one died. Their butcher died. So let me go back to my 0 here to follow the Vikings. I did take this bottom fort. Here I going up top with my terror to try to kill the middle fort. Top fort is gone. I'm pushing in their towers now. You can see Olaf here just kind of poking at it. Here comes Eric up to soak a little bit. I'm coming in to steal their siege camp. As you can see, they're actually like right there with me. This isn't the point in the game where I do the juke with my Vikings, but there is a point where you'll see me bring Olaf from the top lane down, across with Bale, make Butcher switch to Bale, and then switch him to Eric. So here I actually did a really bad play. I did move my Vikings up here to take this camp. I was hoping Butcher would keep pushing down the lane, but he decided to switch to come get the siege camp. I don't know how he knew I was here. So I had to run out because Butcher at this point in the game can, especially with my bad jump there. We just hit 13, but I just grabbed jump and I goofed that up. So that was a very bad play by me. You'll see my team's going to rotate up to kill after they land a kill there. And they're going to end up killing Butcher. They're going to kill KT, and they're going to kill Lieutenant. There you can see Lieutenant dying. And here I go back to switching my lanes. Diablo just died. Up top, Olaf almost dies. They do come up to save him here. Here I'm sending Eric down below to my siege camp there to give his Merclord up. Yeah, here I am trying to stop. Who did we just kill? Oh, we just killed Diablo again. My team is using, if you can notice here, I am using Bale here to give me Merclord on the siege giants here. So we actually did push in all these walls and towers here. So back to my Viking views. I'm telling them I need help on top with pings. Here I am with Eric pushing bottom in like I said I would. Who did I just lose? Bale. I left Bale up middle too long. So here I rezzed him. I don't like keeping a Viking down too long. That's actually kind of a quote that one of them says. I think it's kind of funny. It's can never keep a Viking down. Anyways, I love the Lost Vikings. I live to play Lost Vikings. Here Butcher tries to kill Bale and like it was funny. And then they come to try to kill Eric here, and it's just like, oh, okay, I'll just leave and I'll go back to soaking. It's no big deal. Soak. They actually do try to kill Eric here. I think they do get him. I can't remember here exactly. Yeah, they do take him down. But again, oh well, it's a Viking. So, on Garden, I didn't mention this earlier. I should have. On Garden of Terror, you really should be having Eric take the Terror. I don't like Eric taking the Terror personally, but you really should as a new player. When that Terror dies, usually they'll be chasing you, and Eric's the only one on our out of the 3 Vikings that has the escape to get out of a death from a Terror. So my Eric is still dead. Olaf was pushing a lane, and I didn't want to switch Bale up there, so I did take this Terror with Bale. Olaf is pushing. Eric is alive. We just killed Lieutenant again. Like, literally, we just keep killing him. Here, let me show you the screen. Look at the siege damage, my experience. This is still only 11 minutes in. We've killed them. I don't know why it's my team. I'm actually on the enemy team here, but oh well. I did drop that plant there to kill that tower so my Merc camp can work on that keep. I am working on the keep here. Eric is going on bottom, as you can look on the mini map right here. I am sending him in to soak experience right here to give us even more of an experience lead than we already have, even though this is basically GG. I just took one keep, I'm going to take another keep, and my team is going to follow up by killing that Terror and coming to the core shortly after. Look at that. Diablo just tried to flip the Terror. I drop Polymorph, get him out of there. I get Olaf out thanks to them focusing the Terra for way too long, more than they should. Eric is down bottom, soaking experience so happily without a problem. Here I actually goof up. I thought I placed the W far enough, close enough. I placed it too far. I actually thought I placed it close enough to hit the towers and hit the minions, but I backed Eric out and it just kind of screwed everything up. Oops. That happens, even to good players. You just gotta realize where you goof up. So this is the play I was telling you I do here with Olaf. You can see I'm bringing Olaf down with the Butcher here. Bale's going to be here in this tower. They're going to try to come get Olaf. Eric's going to come up. They're going to focus on Johanna. They're going to switch to Bale really quickly, and then they're going to run away. I'm going to steal that siege camp, and then I'm going to bring all my Vikings up to middle and push it in, and we're going to win the game here in about another minute and a half. At first, I was trying to push bot in a little more with Eric, and I actually had gone top to soak. But these team fights here, let's watch this. This was like entertaining for me to watch the first replay. So here, they're actually kind of in good position. This backline's very well. Butcher keeps going, is retreating too much. I don't know why she stims Sylve. Rhaegar should have died there, but Diablo had moved in way too far onto our side, and Ming with her level lead just decimated him. Even though she's shield build, she's dealing a lot of damage. Like, look, I mean, for a 13-minute game and how much we're killing him, like, Sylvanas doing the same, but not getting the kills. So there goes the rest of the team. Once Lieutenant dies here, it's an all-out war, and you can just see us, lols, everything is GG. I pull my Vikings, and I didn't feel like running them, like, why? And so here you can see us just hitting the core, and that's GG. This was really King Cool 11's first Lost Vikings game. So again, with my build here, I did Vikings bribery for the free Merc camps, as you saw me getting throughout the game. Merclord to make them stronger, have more health, and take less damage. Spin to win to deal damage in team fights. Play again to res my guys. Jump to get out of attacks. Impatience of Virtue to recharge all of my abilities, including my Z to run faster. I took that to move a lot faster. And then at 20, even though we didn't really need it, we got it right when we hit the core. I did take Fury of the Storm, I believe it was, or Viking's Fury of the Storm. It's basically every Viking hits a minion wave for like 200 damage each, and it's like a crit. It's just like, when you have all three Vikings together, you just destroy everything. You don't worry about what's in your way as in a lane. At level, if you have a level lead like I do here, this is insane. So here, let's look at this. Look at this siege damage I have. For me to be pumping out 2k experience a minute is fairly high. Like, I don't know how to explain how high that is, but if you add up my whole entire team's experience, it doesn't come close to mine. I mean, it kind of does. Kind of not. It's about 6k short. Well, a little more, about 4k short. But they couldn't keep, the enemy team couldn't keep up with us, even though almost everyone else on my team had fairly even experience to what the other team had. We were blue. You can see I'm blue team here. Like, that's the goal of Vikings, is being a Dragon and Garden Terror driver and experience whore. You don't care about kills. I mean, sure, maybe you can come in and steal a kill here or there, but you saw that whole game I did what Vikings were meant to do. That is really what the goal for the Lost Vikings are. If you can keep that up, you'll be fine. Check out my guide in the description below. It will be on Google Docs. I hope you liked the video. See you around soon. Thanks. Bye.